Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you this really cute Cowboy Carter inspired nail set for a customer, and I'm also going to show you how I almost completely ruined this set. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I have is my nail tips ready to go. So this customer, I did have to get some medium square for her order, and I like to use the enailcouture square. That is just what they're called, just square. And I get these nail stands from Amazon. Every time I make a video, my putty that I use and the nail stands and everything is always in the description box. So if you guys want to know exactly which stands I use, I like to use these stands more because these ones I can work on all the nails at once rather than working on one nail at a time, like with a magnetic stand. So there's like a time where magnetic stands can be useful for me because there's sometimes I struggle with some designs when they're right next to each other like this, but for the most part, I do love these stands and I've been using them for literally probably more than 4 years now. So I'm starting off with my base color for the French nails. There's going to be 2 French nails in total, and I am using the Nails Bling Supply number 27. It is called NB27 gel polish, and it is the perfect base color. It's one of my most used colors and one of my favorites. It is perfect. It's like the perfect amount of coverage, not too sheer, so you don't go through a bottle so quickly. It's honestly perfect for a lot of nail sets if you do gel X or press on nails, and I just genuinely love it. So I'm doing 2 coats, and that is a perfect amount of coverage, and I am doing that on the thumb and on the middle finger. In case you are new to my channel, I do always start off my nails with buffing them. I like to buff them with just a mini nail buffer. You can get the big packs anywhere. I usually get them on Shein or Amazon, and I use that to buff all of my nails, and then I'll go in with a base coat. I just go in with 1 layer of base coat to add a little extra strength on the nail. It's not 100% mandatory, like a lot of people don't even do that, but I like to do it to make the nails a little thicker and a little stronger, and they end up coming out identical to like acrylic nails. They're super strong and sturdy, so I like that and prefer that because of the fact that I don't use builder gel or acrylic or polygel or anything like that, so I like to make them strong that way. Next thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing this pretty brown color from Nails Bling Supply as well, and this one will be in the description. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it's like a really beautiful brown. I'm definitely going to be using this color a lot during fall and during Christmas time because it's like a perfect gingerbread type of color, and I'm just going in with 1 coat of this and then curing after. And then adding a second layer. I do cure after each layer when you guys see me do multiple coats. In case you guys are new to my channel or in case you guys are beginners, I do always cure in between each layer. And then now I'm getting started on my French nail. The color I'm using for the French is actually also from Nails Bling Supply. It is a like off-white kind of color, but it's a little more tan rather than off-white, and I love it. I've been using it a lot and it's really, really great. And I specifically knew I wanted to do some cow print nails for this Cowboy Carter inspired nail set. My customer did send me a bunch of inspo photos to go off of, and a lot of them had cow print and like those little turquoise little charm crystal things. So I knew I wanted to do like a cow print with like browns and different shades of metallics. So I'm doing this and making sure it's a nice clean French, making it very nice and even. And another thing is I wanted to have enough space to put the cow print, but I didn't want the nude part to be so low. You know what I mean? Like when the French is like almost straight across because it's so low. I don't like that. So I try to have like a perfect in between and make the French almost like right in the center of the nail, if that makes sense, like the smile line. I almost make the smile line like halfway through so that there's enough space for the design, but they still look super cute as a French. You know what I mean? Like a modern French nail. So I like to fill it in with the brush as well, just because it's so satisfying, and I honestly like filling it in this way. I noticed that if I fill it in with the brush that's on the bottle of the gel polish, that it'll be pretty streaky and it won't come out as even. And also if I use a thicker liner brush, the same thing happens as well. So I always make sure to use this thin liner brush, and this is my own liner brush that I came out with, and it will be launching soon. Hopefully I will have a launch date for you guys eventually sometime soon, but I'm just really excited for that. And then I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other hand as well. So while I paint this French, I just wanted to talk to you guys in case you're new to my channel. I do have a lot of new people, new subscribers that are here from my YouTube shorts. So if you guys are here, I always upload Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and welcome to my channel. I post a lot of shorts, but I also post 3 times a week on like long form videos, and I'm really excited to have more content up for you guys. I actually I actually received my second order of my Shein orders, and I had a bunch of nail charms, and I have them sitting in a box ready to film it because I want to show you guys a haul of what I got on my last Shein order. And I actually am like, I'm aware that Shein has built in the tariff price with the price of the product, because a lot of the products that I had purchased in the haul video that I showed you guys a few weeks ago, or like a week ago, the prices of those items that I bought, they are now double the price. So that's the thing. It's like, that's what I meant when I said, like, is this my last Shein order for a while? Because I'm not going to place an order for a product when it's double the price that it was like a month ago. You know what I mean? And I basically now am on like, let me go back to the set because I'm over here rambling. In case you're new, I do ramble a lot and talk a lot in my videos, but I am painting on the cow print now. I do have a more in-depth video on how I did it, but I'm still going to explain it here as well. So I have a pointy-ish, roundish brush. It is like the perfect for creating cow print. I think this is like a random brush from Melody Susie or something, but I grabbed a dark brown color that is not too dark brown to where it looks almost similar to the black gel polish that I have to put on after this, but I want there to be a little bit of contrast, so choose any brown that you would like. And I am grabbing it just looks a little darker on camera, so I grabbed the dark brown and I'm creating little splotches all over the nails in different random places, and also different sizes and different shapes. Make it completely random. The more random, the cuter it's gonna look, trust me. It'll just look super natural and super cute. And I also like to add extra little dots here, like if there's extra little patches of brown to really make it look like that cow print look. And I'm basically just doing that everywhere, but because it's only on the French, I have like a limited amount of space, and I also want to make sure that the off-white color is showing underneath. I don't completely want to cover that because that is also part of the print. So you can see here I switched to a tinier brush and I'm creating tinier little dots here as well, almost like little freckles or something. I don't really know what these are exactly called. I know it's cow print, like cowhide, but I don't know what this is all called. So I also did decide to do a dark brown on the pointer finger. That is the same dark brown that I'm using to create these spots. And then in the light brown, of course, that I did earlier on the ring finger. And I knew for sure, because this is Cowboy Carter, like I had to incorporate the colors and make it very cohesive, but I also wanted to add some stars, specifically stars because like Texas, you know, so I wanted to do that. And I also wanted to make it like still a little glam because of the some like adding a few stones. And basically I think she ordered these for the concert, so if she did, I hope they sparkle in the concerts, because I added a little bit of rhinestones, a little sparkle. It'll just look super pretty in like a dim lighting, or like, you know, like in the dark. So yeah, I really wanted to make them as pretty as possible and still cohesive with the theme that she wanted. I was literally so close to adding so many other things though. Like, it is a 100% freestyled, so I just completely thought of this design like on the spot. Not the design, but like the set, I guess. Like I thought of everything like all at once of like what I was going to do on each nail, if that makes sense. Sorry, sometimes I don't know how to explain myself that good, but she did also send me like some other stuff. Like there was like an American flag nail and then like other stuff, and I kind of wanted to add some stuff like that too, but I don't know, I just didn't want it to look so like different, you know. I wanted it to be cohesive and to where she could still wear these on a day-to-day if she wanted to wear them outside of the concert. If she is going to the concert, I'm not sure, but you know, so she can just wear them like day-to-day and they can still like match with her outfits and stuff, or whatever she wears every day. So I always try to keep that in mind. I want my customers to be able to get enough use out of their nails and not only have to wear them for just one event, you know what I mean? So I always try to keep that in mind and make it still like cohesive to the theme that they want, but also make it so that they can wear it more often too if they wanted to save them or reuse them. Because if you guys are not aware, press-on nails are reusable as long as you don't like soak them in acetone and you remove them with just like hot water and a little bit of soap. They are definitely reusable and you can use them like up to 5 times depending on how well you care for them. If they get a little like oily or anything like that, you can just wipe them down with some rubbing alcohol and a little like towel, like a microfiber towel. Something that doesn't have a lot of lint though would be perfect. And I do always send my customers with a mini nail file that is not super flimsy. It's actually pretty strong. So that way, in case they want to reshape their nails, in case they reuse them, they have a file to be able to do that and get their shape right now, like nice and crisp again. But anyway, I'm rambling again. Now for the cow print, I'm going back in with the tinier brush and I'm going in with some black gel polish now. The black and the brown is what gives it that cow effect. It's so cute, like the cow look. And I'm going in with black splotches, kind of overlapping some of the brown and then also putting the black in some of their own areas where I'm only letting the off-white show underneath. She did really specify that she wanted like golds and silver, like gold and silver mix, like mixed metallics. So I definitely incorporated that into this set. I really wanted this to look like little studs. So I did like an alternating stud, like gold and then silver and then gold and then silver and then gold and silver, just going around the smile line here. I'm thinking that I'm gonna make this nail this exact design again, but for a short, like a YouTube short, and kind of go more into detail again, like for anyone that wants to watch it like short form, because I feel like this cow print nail with the little studs is so freaking cute. It's like when you have like a cute pair of like I don't know, like I feel like for the Cowboy Carter concert, people are like DIYing their own leather pants and their jeans and like adding little studs to them and stuff, and it's so cute. So I felt like adding this little stud thing was cute. I completely just thought of this in the moment. So yeah, I really love the way this is looking, and I'm just using my Sissi, Sissi is the brand, chrome gel paints. There is a silver and there is a gold one. The gold one is not super gold though. It's more of like a bronzy gold, which is why I feel like it actually goes with the cowboy vibe better. And the silver one is literally incredible. It's like so mirrory, silvery. It's perfect. So again, to incorporate those metallics, I'm going in here on the pointer finger and I am adding kind of just like this outside border thing. I don't know, but it's super trendy. A lot of people are doing it, but I don't know what it's called exactly. But I'm using a shorter brush that holds a little more product, and this one is the Nailsslayedbyval 9mm, and I'm just going ahead and going right around the outside of the nail because I'm going to be putting some embellishments and some bling right here in the center of the nail so that it's not plain. Like a lot of people leave it plain like this and it looks really cute, but like I said, these are probably concert nails, so I wanted them to be a little bedazzled, a little cute, not too simple. So I'm going ahead and adding this all around the outside of the nail, and then I am going to be curing that once I feel like I have it perfect. Another thing I had to mention in case you're new to my channel is I always file my nails at the very end of the set. Once it's completely finished and I have nothing else to do on it, then I will go in and file the nails off camera usually. So I'll probably mention that again later at the end of the video if I forget, but I am basically leaving myself a little bit of room so the chrome still shows once I have to go back and file, because I don't want that chrome to completely disappear from the bottom right here at the free edge, if you know what I mean. So I'm doing the same thing now to the other hand, and then I am also going to do the same design on the pinky but in the gold color so that it could tie in together, you know, like a mix match, and I feel like it looks super cute. So that's what I end up doing for those nails. So now I'm basically finishing up the pinky, and at this point I still had not like really thought of what I wanted to do exactly. So this is the part where I almost completely ruined this nail set. I decided to try a bandana nail type of design here inside of this part on the pinky. I don't know why in my head I felt like it could look like perfect, like it can go, and you guys will see me literally almost ruin this nail set because I was 1 second, like I'm not kidding, 1 second away from curing this nail, and then I would have had to either like make it work and like leave it, or I would have had to redo this whole nail again, and that would have sucked because at this point I was already like at least 1 hour or more into this nail set of making it. So I was like really scared, honestly, creating this bandana nail. If you guys go back down on my channel, or if you guys look up Nailsslayedbyval bandana nails, I actually have a really bomb tutorial on bandana nails. I did some red ones before for a customer and they were so freaking cool, like they looked perfect, but that was the last time I ever did that, and that was probably years ago. So this time I was trying it again, and I don't know, you guys, it just was not giving what it needed to give. It was giving, I don't know, ugly. Like it did not look cute. So I really kind of wanted to do some bandana somewhere in this nail set, but it just didn't end up working out, and it's okay. Like sometimes things don't go as planned. This is why it's always good to like write out your nail sets beforehand, just in case you don't know exactly what direction you want to go in, because this is like me, like I wasn't 100% sure exactly what I was doing on every nail. I just had an overall like rough draft in my head, and I didn't write it down. And there's a lot of like 90% of the time I will actually write down like what I want to do nail for nail for nail. In case you guys haven't seen it, I just posted a short that is like, come make some press on nails with me for a customer, and they are some really beautiful vacation nails. I actually wrote down nail per nail what I was going to do, and that really helped me execute the overall vibe that I needed. And if I would have never written it down, it could have went wrong really fast, just like it almost did in this nail set. I was scared because if you guys know, like if you guys use the Sissi chrome gels, if you wipe over it with alcohol or acetone or something, the finish completely like removes. Like it'll be like a weird finish, and the chrome part almost disappears. I hope I make sense, but if you guys use this product, you guys know what I'm talking about. Or if you guys use any type of chrome paint at all, you guys know exactly what I mean. So when I decided that it was freaking ugly, I had to go back with the brush and some acetone and remove it, and it was literally, I was scared because I didn't know exactly what to do. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Right there, I kind of got a little like, not self-conscious, but like a little bit, I guess. And I was like, yeah, let's just move on to the other nails because I don't know what I'm going to do on this one. So I proceeded with applying a top coat onto the thumb and the middle finger, and I knew I was going to top coat these because I knew they were going to stay like this. So I was like, you know what, let's just get these done at least, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do on the other nails in a second because I just didn't know what direction I wanted to go in. Another thing I wanted to say is that I did want to add some type of matte look, so I mattified this ring finger here. The brown matte just looks so cool. It looks like I don't know if you guys know about like cowboy boots, like the real ones. They're like that like leather that's almost matte and it's not glossy. I don't know how to explain it, but they have some that are almost like suede a little bit. And it's basically made out of real leather. And I don't know, I wanted this nail to have that same type of look, like almost like some like studded embellished cowboy boots, like that type of vibe. So I grabbed my turquoise little charms. I did get these recently on Shein. These were probably, yeah, they definitely were in my haul that I posted. So if you guys go to my most recent Shein haul, I showed everything that I got. These ones I specifically said in that video, I think I said it, that I was going to need these for a nail set coming up. And it was this one right here. So I knew I was going to need these. And I also got these gold little stars from Shein literally a long time ago though. Like I never got to use them, and I knew I wanted to incorporate stars on this nail set. So it was just absolutely perfect when I had these and realized that I had them still, because I have gold ones and I have silver ones. So I used a little bit of both, I think. And I also had this other turquoise one that's a little different right here on the pointer finger. And I'm adding some rhinestones as well to give it some sparkle on both nails. And I'm just loving it. I added a star right there. It just looks so cute. It's definitely giving like Cowboy Carter, like Texas vibes. And yeah, so if you guys want to see like a make a nail set with me, but it's like a shorter video, it's under 3 minutes, you guys can check that out on my YouTube shorts. I definitely want to make more content similar to that. I'm going to be making way more of those videos because I only record some nail sets that I feel like are worthy of like long form content, but I make a lot of nail sets that I never even show you guys. So I want to show you guys more of those, both in long videos like this one. Like this one deserved a long video, you know what I mean? And even like, it's not even that they're deserving, like sometimes I just forget to record them, but that vacation one, it definitely deserved a long video too because it turned out so freaking beautiful. It's one of my favorite vacation sets I've made, but it's just one of those sets where I was like, you know what, let me just record this one in a short form video and see if you guys like it as well, so I can give you guys like a variety of content and you guys can like pack an order with me, make a whole order with me. Like that one, I should have actually showed you me packaging it up also, which I will do that in the next pack with me video or make a nail set with me video that I post on YouTube shorts. But I definitely had fun making that type of video. I think it was my first time ever doing that. I can't remember if I've ever done a video like that before. I really can't, but yeah, I hope you guys like it. And here for the pinky, we're getting almost finished with the full nail set. I had this really beautiful bedazzled star charm that I also felt like it was a perfect opportunity to use it on this nail set. So I went ahead and applied that. And I am applying all of these charms with my cyan acrylate glue. It's called Star Bond, and I do have it in the description box of every single video. It's just called, I think it's under like nail glue or fave nail glue or something like that, or fave rhinestone glue, something like that, but it works so good. It makes your gems stay in place, and I love this glue so much. I actually do like it better than the Dashing Diva Fast Bond because I noticed that the Dashing Diva one is a little thicker, so it does leave more of a white cast, and you guys might notice that as well if you guys bought it because of my recommendation. But I 1000% recommend you guys to still use it if you already bought it because it works so freaking good for applying your press-ons. Like, your press-ons will last like 2 weeks with that glue, and it works better than the McCart one, better than any of them, any glue that I've used. So if you guys also want to apply like big charms, I would also recommend the Dashing Diva Fast Bond glue because it's way more thicker and you can apply big charms with that. It's not as watery. So this one, the Star Bond one that I'm talking about, this one is just a little more watery, but it doesn't have as much as of a white cast like the other ones do. And then once everything was all done, I did go ahead and top coat all of the nails. And then once all of the top coat was on and all of the gems were nice and cleaned, I like to clean my crystals at the end of every set so I can get a really nice crisp video for you guys. Then it was all finished, and this was the finished product. It turned out so freaking cute. I'm getting so much love on it on Instagram already, so thank you guys so much for the love, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this one, and I'll see you in my next video on Sunday. So I'll see you then. Bye.